Well, AM Extra is following up on a story we brought you yesterday. CDC data says suicides across all age groups in Oregon have gone down in 2020 compared to 2019, the state now ranking 13th in the nation.
A downward trend can also be found among youth suicides, and although there's an improvement there, the rates still remain high. Joining us live now with ideas on how we can continue to push those suicide rates down is Youth Suicide Prevention Policy Coordinator with the Oregon Health Authority, Jill Baker. Good morning, Jill.
Good morning.
What are the main contributing factors to a young person considering suicide?
It's a good question. Suicide's always a complex issue. It's something that when we look at closely at the reasons why someone dies by suicide, the reasons are never singular or simple. But what we know about suicide is that that when folks feel a thwarted sense of belonging, so they don't feel connected or belongingness, and feel kind of overwhelmed, that suicide risk increases. And so our strategy has to be, what are the protective factors that create hope, help, and strength? What can we do to increase those protective factors? And what can we do to decrease or mitigate the risk of risk factors? And so that has to continue to be our strategy, to look at the whole picture, the whole person, and the whole problem.
So Jill, I want to dig into some of those numbers. We were just seeing that new report showing that downward trend. I mean, when you look at these statistics, what do you take away from this? Is this good news to you? Are you seeing progress here?
Well, a decrease in suicide is good news. And in a field like suicide prevention, we have to celebrate the wins that come. And the fact of the matter is, Oregon remains higher than the national average, both for youth suicide and suicide across all age spans. And so our work is not done. We have miles and miles to go. But it should be noted that in Oregon, we're one of only 7 states in the nation to see a significant decrease in suicide rates in 2020. And OHA, our preliminary data is showing that for youth suicide in 2021, we're going to see an additional decrease. So that's a 3-year trend downward in youth suicide rates, and that has to be celebrated as good news, alongside the grief of knowing that so many Oregonian families and communities have dealt with youth suicide, and we're not going to stop until we get much, much lower.
Let's talk about how we can deal with it. What is the Oregon Health Authority doing in terms of working to help curb these youth suicide rates and keep them going down?
Oregon has a special structure for suicide prevention since 2019. The Oregon legislature increased funding for youth suicide, both in staffing at OHA and for funding for programming in local communities. We have something special going on in our state. And so what we have is a kind of multi-tiered strategy to ask ourselves, what are the things that we can do for all to increase belonging, to support connection, to support good coping skills, and help-seeking behaviors? What are the things that we can do to increase people's ability and capacity to recognize warning signs and risk factors, refer those people to help? And then what are the things that we can do to make sure that our providers, our therapists and mental health folks are equipped and competent to be able to treat and help folks heal from suicide when a client comes with suicide ideation. And so Oregon has worked really hard in all 3 of those categories, both at OHA, but mostly in local communities, that there are examples in every single county in our state of champions who have said, enough is enough. We're going to get better at this. We're going to look at our own policies. We're going to look at our own programming, and we're going to increase protective factors and decrease risk factors for our youth.
Well, Jill, real quickly, we'd be remiss if we didn't take this opportunity to explain some of those resources real quickly. Where can people go to find more information or to find help?
Yeah, we have a robust amount of programming that folks can tap into if you're interested in getting trained. Our annual report that we just put out lists an abundant number of activities that are going on around the state that you can tap into. And of course, our champions at the Alliance to Prevent Suicide have lots of good advocacy and other work going on. And so links to each of those things can be made available.
All right, thank you very much, Jill Baker. We appreciate you sharing this very important information on AM Extra this morning.
Thank you.
And if you or someone you know is experiencing a mental health crisis, please know that help is available. The Suicide Prevention Lifeline numbers are on your screen right now. We also have these posted in the AM Extra section of KOIN.com, 1-800-273-8255 if you need help.